I am here to move a motion of urgent public importance because of the time frame involved. And it's a call for the compliance of the Nigerian police force with the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and to ensure proper investigation into the death of late Mr. 𝗜𝗷ْ𝘆 Ataga. Chidimma Ataga Saga, a 300-level mass communication student of the University of Lagos, was arrested on Wednesday, 23rd June, over the murder of Chief Executive Officer, Super TV, Mr. 𝗜𝗷ْ𝘆 Ataga, in a service apartment in the Lekki area of Lagos. Aware that since the arrest of Ms. Chidimma Ataga Saga, she has been paraded around, granting interviews to several news platforms, including the Nigerian Television Authority, causing the internet and news media to be agog with the discussion and dissecting the matter. This is despite the fact that the police have already launched an investigation into the matter. Further aware that the law of Nigeria does not allow for social media trials and matters that are sub judice, meaning before the court or not yet judicially decided. These are not to be discussed by the media or to the media by the police. Cognizant that Section 36(5) of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, provides that every person who is charged with a criminal offense shall be presumed to be innocent until he is proved guilty. Thus, so long as Ms. Ataga Saga has not been proven guilty by the court of competent jurisdiction, she is not to be labeled a criminal or paraded about to conduct interviews on a case currently under investigation. Rather, the police are to conduct a proper investigation and allow the court to consider the matter and make an informed judgment. Concerned that if Ms. Ataga Saga continues to be paraded about for a social media trial, it could affect the determination and outcome of the case, as well as amount to a breach of her fundamental right to fair hearing, especially where she is labeled or treated as one guilty of a crime. Therefore, I'm asking the House and my prayers as follows. Resolve to call on the Nigerian police to conduct a proper investigation into the matter and refrain from parading Ms. Chidimma around to grant interviews on the matter under investigation. Call on the Inspector General of Police to call all police personnel to order and ensure that there is no repeat of this type of violation of human rights and media access to arrested persons in future, and therefore avoid compromising the case in the court of law. This is to ensure future cases are not treated in the same manner. Also ensure that Ms. Ataga Saga, the accused, does not die in custody or commit suicide while awaiting trial, as in some past cases. So I move, Mr. Speaker.
I rise, Mr. Speaker, to second the motion as moved by my colleague, Honorable 𝗜𝗷ْ𝘆 I so second.
We read it on this of paper and it's still a bill. Passed by the House has never been signed to law, so has not been passed once that to implement. So that one is done now, so we are not contravening any law for parading suspects. And more importantly, parading of suspects is a proactive security strategy, so that not only will the society know what you are doing, others who are criminally minded will know that, so this is what befalls those who committed this offense. And we discourage them now, deter them from carrying out such. So parade of Christmas, so that as long as I'm not so condemning the alleged law, because I've not gotten it. So the fact is that it is part of our criminal and preventive security strategy in combating criminality in the state and the country generally. Any suspect in police custody has fundamental human rights. Any suspect in police custody, fundamental human rights. So they have the right to good living, have the right to good health, and even if you want to prosecute anybody, you should give the person now maximum health condition that person will have, so to be able to stand trial. You don't want to prosecute somebody now by killing the person. So the video you are referring to, I equally watched it. And you realize that at the end of that video now, the interview that I granted was equally underneath it. So whatever is happening now, investigation. I only tell the members of the public that Chidimma, so investigation into her case is progressing progressively, because other suspects have been apprehended, and we are going progressively. But you see her in that video, so that video was recorded the 3rd after she was arrested, not the recent one at all. not recent one. So the third after arrest that their video was. So they just brought it out now. It's not the recent one now that he has. But we were saying that, Chidimma, they saw her, and we protecting her celebrity. So having this, having that one now, for God's sake, as a suspect, fundamental human rights still exist under the concern of the country. So but the destination that many police want to parry it, that's far, far away from that. That will never happen. We are progressing. We are progressing. Very, very progressive on that. And in conjunction with Ministry of Justice, we are doing all these ones now. So you'll be shocked by the time I had the opportunity to address the person on Chidimma's case. But you rest assured that no matter the propaganda, we will never wither because offense is committed. And at the same time now, so we make sure that we do what laws have to do. We are working in conjunction with Justice Ministry. So be rest assured that we are not covering Chidimma, we are not covering anybody. We will be able to establish conspiracy in that case, and we are working towards that.
Further, we ask our questions, or we allow president to answer questions, does not jeopardize fully, because those are part of the thing we even need to put in evidence when we are trying now. When she was arrested now, we had a video recording that same day. That same day we arrested her. And because of our investigation now, we've gotten some other people that she was shocked that we can't even get them, which I made that to be. So for her now to have that one now, that we saw her serving this one now, even when you have a goat that you want to slaughter on Christmas or Saturday, part of that time you still give the goat food to eat. So you can't say because she has that one now, she's still human being number one. Number two, she still has some fundamental human rights. So and until the court of competent jurisdiction, after presenting our case and our facts before the court, and she and judge have committed the offence, without the evidence to do, she now become, when charges court, she become an accused person. If she's confident, she become a convict. As in police custody, she's still a suspect. Still entitled to all her rights under the Constitution. Media has feel that that one is a crime fighter, which is an arm of police investigative journalism. So that was the one that now got it. So how maybe it was that uploaded it into. But it has nothing to do with our investigation at all. And it's not to insinuate either she's going to be given a soft landing. There's no soft landing to give to anybody that committed offense outside what the law says it should be. Nobody. And I stand to be corrected that the police in Lagos will do everything within the bounds of the law. I said it earlier. All the lists we have are being followed. All the information we get now, we are being verified. And it was only Chidimma we arrested, then now we've got other suspects. So whoever they are now, and you can't know that there was another interview that went viral, allegedly by the lawyer to the family of the late, Mr. Michael Ataga, so the lawyer, we are working on that lady, who was alleging the wife or the estranged wife. So we are having that. Even the wife herself. So we've gone even a step further to get further information. So we are going. We are progressing on investigation. So we have people in our custody more than Chidimma in respect of that case. But there are roles now, and we inform the press, have the opportunity now as it progresses. But I assure members of the public that police will never sweep it under the carpet, because we are progressing. At the appropriate time now, charge her to court.